Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a full moon in Scorpio in conjunct Uranus in Gemini reading. And I'm calling out these two planetary formations because I have been inspired by what I believe they represent as the possibility for highly creative solutions, highly intuitive and imaginative solutions to challenges that are surrounding us in the world that require our whole selves, our whole being, speaking from a place of our complete experience that includes the darkness. And it isn't about the dark side. It is about having undergone the journey through the underworld repeatedly and always coming back to the land of the living stronger, more resilient, clearer, and cleaner. I'm going to start here with the wild unknown archetypes, the ring for you Pisces, and other words, other titles for this card are the infinite, the wheel, and the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. The ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. It's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. It mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring awaiting to adorn your finger. Ooh la la. And the key word here is so interesting. The companion card is forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That sounds like a pretty direct connection to me. That you are in the state, and for Pisces, this is kind of like your being. The one love consciousness is something that it's relatively easy for you to move in and out of. You glimpse this on regular occasion. You can summon this up. You pursue this feeling of connection, of being floating in the ether. However, there is perhaps something in your past, can relate to a former relationship that may be generating some anger or resentment, even rage, that blocks you from what feels like an imminent connection in the present. The Five of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So this feels like a turning point in your life because this feels like a judgment or a decision you're making regarding a lifestyle. And I feel as though you have come out of a very particular kind of tradition and a kind of household where there were a number of resources available to you that assisted you. However, they only went so far, and they include their own expectations of your behavior that you may have now the desire to move beyond. You see possibilities to extend your desire, your mission, your achievement, your success into new arenas that would necessarily open up new kinds of lifestyle choices for you. And that may be something that has always been an aspiration, perhaps as part of your conditioning growing up, that you would be destined for great things or particular things that were foreseen. And so this shift is fairly fluid for you, I believe. That you're having a fairly easy time recognizing that you're moving from what may have been somewhat humble beginnings to unimagined possibilities. Through your skill, your profession, your education, whatever is accommodating these opportunities, you are ready for it. You see this, you understand this is your mission, and I believe you've known this for a long time. In the past, the Six of Swords is describing this moving away from a situation where your contribution was limited. And for some of you, this kind of feels like an educational program that you were successful at or modestly successful at. You achieved something. Whether you achieved everything that you wanted, I'm not sure, nor am I sure that you wanted everything that could be achieved. There is some sense that you can always return to this opportunity or a like opportunity at a later stage. It feels as though it was time for you to live life, live your life, to apply what you had learned, to take that somewhere where you felt it would have the desired impact. And that is not necessarily in the environment where you gain the skills or were exposed to your mission or your professional activities. I hope I'm making sense there. But you definitely left a limiting situation and are now seeking a place where you can have an impact, where you will not be invisible, where you will be seen. In the future, the Sun card. Wow. Okay. So this says a lot to me about some potentials that are just beneath the surface here. One potential is connecting with a very significant partner. And this is in the traditional Egyptian tarot. And by Egyptian, I don't mean it came out of Egypt. For those of you that know anything about the history of tarot, you know that Egyptian philosophy and religion are a foundation of much of what we know of the tarot and were used to construct the tarot and its significance. However, in an older Egyptian deck produced by the Brotherhood of Light, the Sun card was actually the card of soulmate-ism. And soulmate-ism was not about finding the one or getting married in a lifetime. It was about marrying the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you. And that put you on the path of two things. One was initiation, and the other was finding that match in your external world as a result of integrating these archetypes within you. So this is, again, speaking to a significant connection that you are prepared now to meet. It feels like in service of the work or that you are envisioning as possible for you. Something you are planning, something you're moving towards. It includes travel. And I do think that this may have you involved with children or students or supplying the needs of children in some way that is fairly direct. If this reading is resonating for you, Pisces, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for supporting me in all the ways that you do. And for the Six of Swords in the past, we have the Chariot and the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles and Judgment in the present. We have, I'm going to take the Temperance and the Lovers on the top. And for the Sun card in the future, 2 cards, please, just 2. We have the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So in the past, this 6 of Swords, this getting away, finding a relief, accepting something that was frustrating to you, some environment where you couldn't give of yourself wholly. The Chariot really focuses on how much you've left behind. Your ability to integrate who you are into your goals, to move forward from a place of pure desire and belief, faith in what it is that your mission is calling you to do. The 10 of Swords is facilitated by the Chariot moving away from old beliefs, old systems of belief, old expectations of others. Even if those expectations were for your highest good, you've had to craft them and manage them in your own way that speaks to your desire. So this really is an incredible renewal, a rebirth, a focus really on your specific individual gifts and the ways in which those specific gifts can inform what it is you're trying to have an effect on, who you're serving, your mission moving forward. So this is very much defining the way you execute your mission, your calling, the way you're responding to your calling, the community that receives you. There's a community here that is waiting for you. In the present, the Judgment and the 5 of Pentacles is clarified by the Temperance and the Lovers. So what I said about soulmateism is being emphasized here. You are returning to a significant connection. It may be a connection from this life. It may be an ex. It may be a friend who you formerly did not connect with in the way that you are now connecting currently. And you've really been through a lot. This can be from a former lifetime. Whatever the connection is, it's instantaneous. But you've worked through a lot together. You have been together in a significant role of benefit to others. You've had to weather many storms, and both of you are significantly changed from your previous encounter, whether that was in this life or another. But you are perfectly matched, and it feels as though you're matched in terms of your mission, not simply your connection. As individuals, it feels like you're vibrating on this similar vibrational mission, so that you understand once you are connected what you are doing together, what you are intending to do. In the future, the Sun card is clarified with the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So the 7 of Wands is about all the ways that you protect your gift, you protect your joy, you protect your happiness, how you've created a structure that allows you to exercise your gifts with joy without the distractions of others. And because of your unique skill set, there are a lot of demands on your time, and you're quite often happy to accommodate those because you are good at what you do, and you are happy to serve those who need your help. However, this time is helping you to focus in on building up your own inner connection, relationship with yourself, hence your soulmate or soul bond is a better word. We have many soul bonds in our life, but this connection to a soul bond collectively brings you in greater connection to your mission, to the call. And this call brings happiness to others. I don't just mean it brings benefits or serves their needs. I mean it brings joy. And that's why it feels as though children are significant to whatever work you're working on or towards. The idea of engaging the intellectual capacity as well as the imagination of children is part of your magic. It's part of what you do. It's part of where you get your fuel from. So this is beautiful. It almost feels like a particular way you have of teaching others, and how much it not only fulfills you, but grows you, grows your emotional capacity. I'm going to finish this reading with a flower oracle. Ooh, and caught it the jonquil, and the key word is power. Take hold of what you know is yours. This is so beautiful, Pisces. I'm so pleased with this reading for you. Until next time, namaste.